Well, this 82-year-old East Aurora woman went for her daily walk with the family dog Raia, just like she does every afternoon. But this time she walked a little further than usual and got lost. The family says without her dog, they would have wasted precious hours while their grandmother was missing in the woods. News 4's Dave Graber met this hero pup today. Dave?
Annalena, 7 years ago, an East Aurora family rescued a dusty gray bearded collie mix from a shelter. They named her Raia and gave her a home, not knowing that one day she'd return the favor. 9-year-old Raia, a bearded collie mix, is familiar with these woods lining the rear of her family's property. It's where she and Rima Bulatova walk together every day.
Always, Grandma took the dog for a walk. Grandma got close to home, told the dog, go home. The dog goes home when told to, and then Grandma goes home and calls and says, the dog should be home, I sent her home.
Except this time, that exchange happened deep in the woods as the rain and wind beat down and darkness cloaked the trees and nearby creeks.
It was pouring rain, it was about 39 degrees and windy.
Rima had become disoriented and wandered off the trail.
It's heavily wooded. One of the major concerns last night was that due to the rain and the high water levels, that the creek could have been an issue with the search and possibly for Rima.
The conditions and terrain proved too much for the 82-year-old.
At some point, she realized that they cannot get out because she doesn't know the direction. She tried to follow the dog for a while, but the area is so wooded there, it was impossible for the person to go through those woods. So at some point, she just gives her the same command that she's giving her every day. She's taking her for a walk, go home.
And that's just what Raia did.
She came back home, and we immediately realized that something is really strange, something is wrong.
Meanwhile, Rima hunkered down and waited for help.
You can imagine, you know, she left at 4 o'clock and she was found at 9:30. So it's about 5.5 hours for 82-year-old woman being under the pouring rain. She was completely wet.
Now, rescuers said today they actually found Rima about 1 mile to 1.5 miles off the trail that she normally walked. They don't even know how she got there. And they actually said that she would have had to trudge through a creek or a swamp. And though she was soaked to the bone and shivering, Rima managed to sentence in English to emergency crews. She said, quote, "Russian woman is strong." Reporting live in the studio, Dave Graber, News 4 at 10.